In case you're wondering why I haven't been posting very many videos, it's this guy right here. Mark break. So I'm not going to be able to do a whole lot of filming, but I did get somebody asking me what it was like in the Bassmasters Club. What's it all about? So I should be able to film that while we take him around and do stuff. Let's get him off that iPad.
I'm not even ready.
Now you're ready?
No.
Now you're ready?
No.
Now you're ready?
No.
Now are you ready?
No.
Now are you ready? Now are you
No.
ready? Now
No,
are you
no,
ready?
no.
Now are you ready?
No.
Can't get him off the thing. Well, we stopped off here at this little lake, this Bass Lake. Hi, kiddo. And it's a pretty windy, so I'm just gonna kind of stand right here so that the microphone doesn't pick up that wind. But bass clubs, right? So what is a bass club? A bass club is basically just a bunch of guys that like to go fishing, and they represent B.A.S.S, which is bass. So when you want to join a bass club, and you can join any bass club that's nearby, if you go onto the Bass website, you can actually do a club search and it will show you the clubs that are in and around your area. And every club has its own dues, which is money owed to the club for joining. And then you also have to pay $100 to Bass itself for being a part of their club. Alright, we had to get out of there because it was a little chilly, so, and there's nothing to do. So we're gonna scoot to another place and then I'll tell you a little bit more. Yeah, no, we're actually gonna go inside because it's too cold. Okay, so what do you get if you're a Bass member? Well, the first few things that you get is Bassmaster Magazine. Get yourself a Bassmaster card, and with that card you can log into the website as the member. Now I'm looking at my computer here. They have 3 options as of today that you can do to join. You have a 1-year, 5-year, or a lifetime membership. And the 1 year currently is $15, is usually $25. And let's just say you're going with that because that's usually what I buy. For the 1 year membership, basically you get the magazines. They give you some free gifts when you join up. Looks like this year they give you a hat, a little tackle bag, a little 50 tips booklet. They give you a DVD. It's their 50th anniversary, so they kind of give you a little bit more than they normally do. But basically, what you get with the membership is the membership gives you the magazines that I just showed you. It also gives you automatic entry for monthly prizes. And then you also get the eligibility to fish into B.A.S.S tournaments. For here they have the OBN, which is the Ontario Bass Nation stuff, and it gives you the opportunity to fish those Bass Opens and everything else that comes with the club. Just like FLW, I'm sure FLW probably has the same thing where you can fish FLW, open tournaments and stuff like that. Now you do get a few other perks. So for an example, Berkeley, you get, I think, 25% off Berkeley stuff. You get 20% off nationwide insurance. You get some pet insurance. Plus, if you drive a Toyota, I think it's a Tundra and Sequoia drivers, you can get Toyota bucks when you place in tournaments. Ooh, you also get the opportunity to be a marshal at some of the events. Walt Disney World 10% off fishing excursions. I'm not really sure what that is. You're now a Hertz member, so car rental place. You get a discount. And then if you're actually part of the club, you get some discounts as well. Now club discounts are going to vary, from club to club, obviously, and usually they're probably going to be mostly related to your area, insurance and whatever else. So can't really speak to those. But for 20 bucks, that's what our club charges anyway. Pretty sweet. So 120 bucks gives you access to that Bass Club as well as your local club area. All right, well, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the club though, because that's really probably what you guys are interested in. And the club is just that. It's just a group of guys that's getting together and they're going to fish together. They have a lot of meetings, I think once a month. So that's not really a lot. I just, for some reason, have a hard time showing up. Anyway, once a month, usually have your club meetings, and that's where they discuss, upcoming tournaments, what the club's doing for the community, and conservation and things like that. It's good to attend, so you know what's going on. Okay, so once you're in, basically at the beginning of the year, they set up their tournaments. Every club has a different amount of tournaments, usually around your area. You pay $50 to join that tournament. Now, if you're a non-boater, you do have to pay $50 to your boater as well. So now you're looking at $100 for a tournament. But believe me, it's worth it. Now every club could do this different, I have no idea, but in the club that I'm in, basically you put your name down as a boater or a non-boater, and then they usually do a draw, and they'll draw a boater and then a non-boater. You guys will pair up and you'll do the tournament. You guys usually meet there, you pay the boater directly for that $50 gas fee that they do, and then you fish the tournament. If you win, great, get some money. If you don't, sucks, but you learn probably something. I've learned something from everybody that I've fished with, so it's worth the money just for the knowledge that you get. Now, some of you guys might be saying, okay, well, you know, that's cool and everything, but for like $100, $150, I can fish some local tournaments and get maybe a better payout than what I'm getting for, you know, 6 guys in a club, or 6 boats in a club, or 6 to 12, whatever the size of your club may be. And that's true. But will you be learning something? And you have to find yourself a boater. You got a little bit more work to do. That's up to you though. That was actually something that I was kind of unsure about this year. I wasn't actually sure if I was going to join again because, you know, I've made a few friends and now I can go out and do those open tournaments. But to be honest with you, I'm still learning. And when I look at the club tournaments that I've fished, I'll be lucky if I win 1 or 2. And most of them is because the boaters put me on the fish, not because I caught the fish myself. So I think I still have a lot to learn. And once I start getting a little bit better in those club tournaments, maybe I'll start looking at, you know, stepping outside of the club and fishing a little bit more open tournaments. But so, I mean, what else to say about clubs? I mean, there's not a whole lot that you need to know. It's pretty straightforward. You join the club, you sign up, you fish some tournaments, you win some money if you're good. It's all about the knowledge, and that's the big thing, and that's why I would recommend maybe people joining a club. The knowledge that you get in the club is something that you're not going to get unless, you know, you're a very experimental person. Like for an example, my Cinco fishing, you know, somebody helped me out there with the line that I was using so I could cast further. I mean, there's a weightless Cinco that I can launch, you know, pretty far just because somebody took a few seconds, showed me what I was doing wrong, and helped me out. And I probably could have figured that out myself had I done, you know, a little bit of research, watching videos and trial and error out on the water, you know, but it was something so simple that I might not have even thought about it, right? I sometimes don't think about those simple things. All right, so that's that. I hope I answered any questions that you guys had. But if you have any extras, throw them down in the comments below and I'll answer them. And my question to you is, do you think bass tournaments are worth it? Or do you think you can get by without them and save the money and save that for, you know, bigger, better tournaments with bigger payouts, or, you know, you got enough buddies, you don't need any more, or whatever? I'd like to know. I seriously would. So comment down below if you think bass clubs are worth your time and money. That's all I got for you guys. Sorry again about the short video. Hopefully, you know, March break goes by and we can get back into the regular swing of things. See you later, guys.